Hello guys, so welcome back to another vlog. Today's going to be a little bit different because I'm just going to sit down and unbox something with you. So I'm very excited to say that I'm working with Everlane again on this video. If you want to see the first video I did with them where I was trying out their stuff for the first time and my kind of thoughts and impressions on it, I will link that up here for you. But today I have some new bits. They very kindly gifted me a voucher and I got to pick out some new in things and some other pieces to style. So I am gonna unbox this with you, show you what I got, see what I could do with the bits that I picked up, and yes, without further ado, let's open up this box. Also, I have just remembered to turn my mic on, so if you were wondering why the sound was so bad, I hope it's just gotten a little bit better. Probably should have brought myself some scissors to do this. Hang on. So since trying Everlane for the first time a little while back, I have worn quite a few of their pieces, and I really love that there's kind of a sustainable, ethical brand, which is what they are all about, kind of on offer and on the market, especially if you live in the US, but also here in the UK, the shipping is actually really good. So if you are making that kind of conscious decision to start thinking more sustainably about the way that you dress and your clothing and what you're purchasing, I think they are such a good brand to go to. So the way Everlane approach the kind of creation of their, I guess like capsule collection, is that they have just one really great kind of basic in each category. So like a really great basic blazer, a really great crew neck t-shirt, a really great flat boot, and then that particular style you can usually get in quite a few different colors. So it's kind of an interesting and slightly different way for a brand to focus on creating a collection, and it does really align with the whole idea of a capsule wardrobe because they kind of put their site together in that way. So these are the debut, and I feel like this may even have been one of the very first things I came across when I first discovered Everlane. Without doubt, they are a very popular boot because they're kind of like just a classic, easy to wear, goes with everything kind of boot. I went for black. They have them in so many different colors. I was really tempted by the tan, and they had like a stony beige kind of white color, but in the end I thought a black boot and a heeled black boot too would be a great one to go for. Surprisingly, I don't own that many heeled black boots because I'm definitely more of a flat girl, but these are designed to kind of be so super wearable, so comfortable. I have to say every piece of footwear I have tried from Everlane have just been incredibly easy and comfortable to wear, and they are designed really, really well. I really like the height of them. I think that's a great like ankle boot height, not too short, not too high. Toe is really nice as well. It's got sort of like an in-between square and rounded toe here, like a scroval, that's a thing, I'm sure. Like a square rounded toe, and then yeah, the heel is like a nice block heel. This is going to be so easy to walk in, even though I'd say it's like 1.5 inches there of height. Also, just putting my hand in here, I can feel how squishy the sole is. I think that's what they really do well, is they make an incredibly comfortable sole, which is obviously the key to keeping the feet from hurting when you're walking in heels and boots all day long. And the actual texture of this leather is just really soft, really buttery, and it feels like it's almost been worn in already, but it's still very pristine and intact. So those are the debut. I can already tell these are going to be a staple for me. I also always kind of admire with Everlane how they ship everything plastic free, so kind of everything comes wrapped together in recyclable packaging and still looks lovely and pristine. So maybe that's something a few more brands can start focusing on in the future. So when it comes to denim, Everlane are also a really strong contender. They're a really good mid-priced range, but they also have quite a few different styles. So the jeans and the denim side is kind of where they diversify quite a bit, and there's a few different styles. There's wide legs, there's skinny, super skinny, more straight leg. So this is the cheeky jean. They are a straight fit, high rise, low stretch jean. I got these in a regular length, and the color is stone with a charcoal stitch. I thought these were really interesting because they're like an off-white shade, and normally when it comes to white jeans, they tend to have white stitching. I've kind of accepted now that I am not a blue denim girl. I am definitely a white denim girl. So in a way that most people maybe have like 4 or 5 pairs of blue denim jeans, I definitely like to have a white jean collection where, you know, I have all different styles and shapes and lengths represented. So yeah, I'm really excited to try these out. I got them in a size 31. They do feel like they have a little bit of give to them, but because they are low stretch, they're definitely nowhere near like elasticated or stretchy or anything like that. They do look high rise for sure, maybe not the most high-waisted of jeans, I really like the detailing back here on the pockets. It has that charcoal stitch there again, and they are just a nice straight leg pair of jeans. The cheeky style is supposed to be just in between that very kind of skinny look and then a nice straight leg. So a little bit of give, a little bit of movement around the knees and down towards the ankles, but still with a nice straight silhouette. So I picked up a few of their knitwear pieces. I've been really wanting to try out their knitwear, test it, see what it's like. Last time I made an order, it was definitely more around summertime, so I didn't think investing in any knitwear at that point was kind of very wise because I wouldn't get the wear out of it. But now we are fully in knitwear season, and a lot of their knitwear is kind of cashmere based, so it's really soft, really beautiful quality. It does push the price up a little bit with those particular items because cashmere is a lot more expensive than regular wool, but I don't think they go anywhere near kind of like acrylic or polyester, any types of materials like that, which is great. So this one I got actually in quite a dark colour. It's a really gorgeous charcoal shade. So this one is called the Oversized Alpaca Crew, and it is made up of alpaca, and it's a nylon and a wool blend as well. It's really soft. Although it definitely has the look of wool, it feels really nice. I can't feel any itching so far. I'll see what it's like when I actually try it on, but that is always a worry for me when it comes to wool, that it's going to be unbearable to wear. This so far feels really beautiful. It's actually a lot thinner than I expected it to be. It's not a really chunky knit, but it's going to be quite warm anyway because of the materials it's made out of. And also I think that's great because I particularly around this time of year like to layer when it comes to jumpers. So I usually will always have a t-shirt underneath, mainly so I can kind of whip something off if I get too hot, but I also quite like the way a little t-shirt looks popping out of the collar when it comes to a jumper like this. So it's good that it's not too chunky and too oversized, and also, you know, you can fit this underneath jackets easily. This did come in a lighter shade, but I was kind of set on trying out the darker one. I think that could be really nice styled either with white jeans or into like an all dark outfit. I did, however, pick up something that is a little bit more neutral in tone. So I really wanted to invest in one of their cashmere pieces. So this is a cashmere jumper, and you can tell because it is so soft, ridiculously so, and also quite thin. So cashmere, you always find that it's quite a thin knit, but at the same time it really holds its shape. It definitely never stretches out too much or gets, you know, sort of distorted. I find cashmere does, as long as you take care of it and wash it properly or get it dry cleaned, it does hold up so well, and you can have, you know, a jumper like this in your collection forever. So I went for a high neck. It's kind of like a mock neck almost. It definitely has that little bit more height to it, but it's not rolled over or like a turtleneck. And it's a really nice length actually. It's not too long. The sleeves are quite skinny. And I think this also might be like a 3/4 length. It's not got full length sleeves. We'll see when I try it on, but maybe it's just because, you know, my arms are too long. I could sit here and touch this all day because it feels amazing. It feels so soft. I don't have a lot of cashmere pieces, mainly because, you know, I don't know that I trust myself to take care of them well enough, but that one I will give my heart and soul to for sure, especially as it is a cream jumper, and that's going to take a lot of dedication. Okay, so I also got an outerwear piece. Now, like I said, Everlane's blazers are kind of renowned for being just the best. I have yet to actually try one though, and being, you know, the self-confessed blazer girl that I am at the moment, I thought that was a little bit wrong. So I went for the Oversized Blazer, that's the name of this one, and I got it in black, and I feel like this is just their absolute staple blazer. So it does have that really gorgeous oversized fit to it. It looks a little bit vintage, a little bit boyfriend, button down the middle, but actually when those are open, it hangs in a really nice, quite straight silhouette. And then these pockets are great. I actually really like it when blazers have big pockets like this. I think it kind of breaks up a lot of the material, because when you have a really oversized piece, you can definitely run the risk of there just being so much blazer and not much else going on. So really like that. The lapels are nice, they're not too wide. It just looks like a really great boxy kind of blazer. I think I did go a size up with this one. I got a 10, which I think is maybe a UK 12 or a UK 14. I'd normally go for a 10 or a 12 here. So I wanted it to be a little bit sized up and a little bit bigger, because with blazers, especially in winter, I really like to layer them up. So almost to wear them as like a coat, so they're the final layer. So usually with like a t-shirt underneath, and then a jumper, maybe a shirt, and then the blazer on top. This is actually a wool blend as well. It has a really nice like white sturdy texture to it. It's not too satiny and too soft. It definitely has a little bit of a stiff texture to it, which is great. It's actually quite hard to find wool blazers, especially on the high street. Most of them are made of other materials like polyester. So a good wool blazer is something that will really, really work and last in your wardrobe. And then last of all, I think this is my final piece. I picked this up from the gift section. They have a really great little gift edit, which is mostly just made up of their core collection, but it really shows how having those core pieces can be like the perfect item to give or to have for yourself. So I got a scarf. I actually don't own a simple basic black scarf, and I think really you cannot go wrong with something like this. It's also 100% cashmere, so if you are looking to get a really beautiful, gorgeous, forever gift for someone, this is going to be amazing. Also comes in quite a few colors, and I really like the simplicity of this because it is just a square scarf. There's no fringing, there's no tassels on here, and I think that works so well, especially if you are into your more like minimal dressing. You don't want any frilly bits going on. A really basic black scarf like this is such a great item to have. And scarves in general, not only being incredibly practical, also this being wool, it's going to be so warm and so cozy. But I think they also just add like a final touch to an outfit if you're about to go out and something feels like it's missing. I usually just throw a scarf on, either like draped around my neck, just over my shoulders, or, you know, properly tied up, and it usually just finishes everything off. So yeah, that is the last thing that I have today. Okay, so I'm going to try everything on for you now. I've just tied my hair up. I've started with the jeans. Let's talk about these first. These are just a really, really great pair of basic, slightly high-waisted. They're not super high. You can kind of see my belly button poking out there. You can see where my other jeans were. They usually come up a little bit higher, as indicated by that dent. So they're not the most high-waisted jeans, but they feel very comfortable and very stable. I definitely feel like everything is going to stay in place. That's why I love high-waisted jeans, because they just come up to that right point on my hips where, you know, they stay where they need to stay. So this is what they look like on. They're a little bit funny in terms of the shaping. So they're very like tight around the thigh here. And then they go out quite loosely at the bottom, and you can see they are a very like straight silhouette. Kind of makes it feel like these are just a bit too tight here and then a bit too loose here. It could just be a sizing issue, or it could just be my thighs. Full of mince pies right now. But yeah, in terms of like the color and the rest of the fit, they are really nice around the bum. Color is great. They're a really gorgeous off-white, perfect shade. And the denim is nice too. It definitely has that very like sturdy denim feel. So yeah, that is the jeans on. I've also got this charcoal knit on too. I love this. It is the perfect crew neck jumper. I really like actually how light it is. Definitely you can feel that it's not a heavyweight one, so it actually works really well to tuck in. The length on its own is a little bit longer. I really like the crew neck. I think that's what makes it just a little bit more finished and put together. It's a very thick band, so it's kind of nicer than a thin one. And I really like the colour of this. Yeah, it's definitely on the darker side, but it's just slightly nicer than having an all black. It just makes it look a little bit more expensive, and I think it'll be really easy to wear. So those are the first two items. So that same outfit, then with the blazer thrown on, is so great. This is just exactly my type of uniform. I love outfits like this. So simple and easy to put together with just very basic pieces, blazer, jumper or t-shirt, and then jeans. And I've also got the boots on. Guys, these boots are so comfortable. They are great. Really, really like these. The toe is so nice. The height of them as well is just perfect. You can see they let like a little slip of ankle through with the height of these jeans. I think they'd be great with socks as well. Maybe socks going straight into jeans, and also even worn kind of like with bare legs and a midi dress. I think that could work really well too. The blazer is so great. I'm glad that I went for a size up because it's not actually as oversized as I thought it would be. You can tell around here on the shoulders where the extra size is kind of compensating, because it does drop down quite far. My actual shoulder finishes about here. I'm really, really happy with this blazer. I can see why the hype is so real for them. Also a tip, if you like to roll your blazer sleeves up like me, a la Chandler Bing, if you're wearing like an elasticated or kind of jumper with longer sleeves, and you tuck the jumper around the blazer once it's rolled up, they will stay up all day. So that is my little blazer rolling up tip for you there. So this scarf is really great. I've just got it kind of loosely draped either side around my neck here. I think it looks great like that. I kind of like to how a scarf looks when you just throw like one side over your shoulder like that. That is probably how I'd wear it with this outfit, and you get like a little glimpse of it there at the back. Also, you know, you can just go full wrapping all the way around and it feels really, really snug. I haven't mentioned yet, and I have to say, there is absolutely no itching from either of these pieces. Anything I've tried on that has had wool in it, it just feels so comfortable. So itch factor, 0. I've kind of styled this in the way that I would leave the house. So I put it on with my Sophie Hume bag, and that is like a full outfit there of Everlane. I really like this mix of the dark and the white. It's very monochromatic or duochromatic. But yeah, that is the full outfit that I picked up. A very like practical winter one. Lots of nice layers, really easy to keep warm in, but an outfit that I love. I actually really like this with the cream jumper like draped over the shoulders and just knotted together there, which is like adding an extra layer. It also kind of doubles up as a scarf type thing. I quite like this look with the jumper like draped over the shoulders. I think it's a bit different. So yeah, that's also another way to wear a jumper like this. It kind of breaks up the whole like black dark moment going on here as well. The cashmere jumper is actually very different. It definitely has a more fitted feel to it, which I really like. I don't have a lot of jumpers like this. I tend to go for the more oversized because it's a thinner knit. I think definitely see-through issues are gonna happen, but that is easily solved with some nude underwear or maybe a t-shirt underneath. The neck is really nice, goes up just high enough. I think mock necks are always really flattering if you're into like that turtleneck look, but you don't quite want something to go all the way up because they can be a little bit too chunky. I think a mock neck is a great thing to like settle on. So this kind of works for me. Yeah, this jumper feels great, no itchiness at all. And although it's a slightly different tone to these jeans, this is a little bit more of a white, whereas the jeans are more of a beige. I do like pairing together two different tones like that. I think that's actually the best way to kind of do an all white outfit, is when you have a few different kinds of white. That is my opinion anyway. So that is everything that I picked up from Everlane. I will leave all those bits linked down below with their names and their sizes as well, because I know you guys are usually quite interested in that, especially as they are US sizing. So all that information will be down in the description. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be working with Everlane again, so maybe in the new year when we're looking at more transitional pieces, I'll have another video up for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, until then, thank you so much for tuning in for today's Vlogmas, and I will see you all again in the next one.